Hello and welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to do sort of a get ready with me video and showcase a few new products that I've been trying. Quite a few of them have been gifted, but some are ones I've bought myself. I'm also going to cover this in here, the skincare edit by Superdrug. I did a video on that a while back and never ended up doing a product review on it, so I'm going to cover that as well in here if you're interested in hearing what I think of those products. So next we're going to go to a scene of me in the bath. You won't be seeing me naked, don't worry about that. Position the camera very carefully, and I'm just going to talk through some different products that I want to show you. So once we've done that, we'll then move on to getting ready, skincare, makeup, hair. I'm going to give you a quick tutorial on how to do this hairstyle as well. So if you're interested in watching that, please keep watching. This first product I'm going to use, where I'm going to just put in the bath, is some soaking crystals, and you'll see here what different things it helps with, reducing all sorts of different symptoms, health issues. Absolutely fantastic stuff. It also increases different things like skin health, heart health, libido and bone strength. It's Mg magnesium soaking crystals. Next here I'm using Making Sense, some lovely wax melts. These were kindly gifted in Cherry Blossom. And another fragrance here which is Secret Garden. Lovely and relaxing to have one of these burning when you have a bath. How pretty are they as well? Next up is Roma. This is a beautiful foot scrub that I'm going to use, made from sort of sugar crystals. And on to the Vitamin E Hot Cloth Cleanser, which is out of the Superdrug box. This you use with the muslin cloth to cleanse your face in the bath. So here I am just showing you a quick flash of a cloth. So I'm going to put this on in a minute and show you how I'll use it. It's a really nice, gentle product just to use on the skin in the bath or shower. It's lovely. Next up is FFS, and this is a fantastic razor subscription box, and you can get your handles engraved. You saw my name there, Belinda. So these are 5 blades, and they also offer a recycling system where you can send back the used blades. So this is £9.99 per month. All details will be down in the description box, because you can also buy just a one-off box as well. So I'm going to go through the different products that I've used. So we've got a smoothing lotion, a removing lotion and a soothing lotion. These are all really nice in preparing and actually using whilst you shave. So smooth is the first one. And this is a pre-shave exfoliant with rich manuka honey, almond extract and ground walnut. Next is the remove, again with manuka honey, shea butter and coconut oil. And this is what you use when you actually shave. And then after, you've got a post-shave balm just to soothe your legs once you've used the razors. So here I am using the Vitamin E Superdrug cleanser. So I'm just going to wash my face just to clear off any sort of sweat from the day. Wring out a muslin cloth. Squirt of the product. Rub that between your palms and then onto your face. Massage it in, making sure you get all the areas, the neck, back of neck, décolletage, eyes to get rid of the eye makeup, everywhere all over the face. And then with the cloth, the muslin cloth, just to wipe that all off. And that sort of exfoliates as well. It's quite a rough cloth actually. And then just rinse with water. Next up I'm using the Roma foot scrub. This stuff's absolutely lovely. Just scoop a handful of the crystals. It smells really nice. And then just rub them into your foot, give them a good old scrub. It's great for getting rid of hard skin. And it's got sort of moisturising oils in there as well. Makes your feet feel really, really soft and smooth. Next up, we've got the razor blade. All the different lotions I'm using here. Smooth. Smells really nice, this one. Next up, I'm going to put in some Remove. So the Smooth helps with ingrowing hairs and things like that, as does this one as well. It's like a pre-treatment, cleans all your leg, and then you actually just shave, obviously, as normal. So there's 5 blades in these razors. Really, really a good razor blade this is. I had lovely smooth legs for a couple of days. Right, so I'm now out of the bath. It's absolutely, or bath as people may call it. It's absolutely ages since I had one, and I really love them, but it's just getting the time to have them because, you know, if I go in the bath, I have to be in there for at least an hour and a half, and then I get all wrinkled. Anyway, I've cooled off now. I do have my water quite hot. Got some clothes on, just bung my hair back up. So I'm just going to carry on. Just realised they're in the way, sorry. I'm going to just do a bit more of a chatty get ready with me, I think. And I'm going to show you some more products that I've been gifted. I know this video is full of gifted items, but I love showing you new stuff. And I love trying it myself, actually. You know, it's always good to mix things up and try new things, isn't it? So let's sort this face out. I need to get my fringe out of the way. I've just give it a little trim. But let's just curl it and get it out of the way. I use these little rollers every day now rather than I used to. Sorry if I'm looking up, there's a mirror behind where I'm filming. I used to use a little pair of small sort of straightener tongs, but I kept finding I was like frying the fringe and it kept snapping off. So if I'm going out, I'll use the tongs, but well, the straighteners. But normally for work and every day, I'll use these little rollers now. And I have to say, my fringe is in a lot better condition now and it's thickened up a smidge. So, right, let's talk about some other skincare that I've done. Right, so on the face, I've already done this. I've started using this. I really love it. It's, I don't know if you can see, there you go, yeah. This was gifted to me ages ago, and a couple of the other products that they sent me, I wasn't very keen on. So I never ended up doing a video with it, with the bits. They sent me it was like a powder face mask, but I just didn't like it, and something else. But this I absolutely love. So it's by a brand called Illuminate Essentials, and this is the Repair Cleanser Toner Mist. Colloidal copper and frankincense. So I've actually already done my skincare, but I'll just tell you what I've actually done with it. Obviously, I've used the cleanser that I showed you in the clip earlier on. Really like that actually, but that's out the box that we'll talk about in a minute. So this, I just spritz a bit onto a piece of cotton wool and just wipe it over my face just to get rid of any residue or any dirt that might still be remaining on my face. And I do find some toners dry my skin out, but this doesn't at all. I've really liking using it. It's got witch hazel in it and lemon essential oil. It's got a lovely smell to it. But I used to use the Clinique toner all the time, and I just found that it was drying my face out. So definitely going to be using that. Well, I've been using it every day. You can see it's gone down a bit. Yeah, I like that a lot. So I'll put the product linked in there. I haven't got a clue how much it is, but I'll stick it in the description box below, along with everything else that I'll show you. Then I'm also working with UK Lash, and I've been using this for probably about 2 or 3 weeks now. So I really would like to use something as a similar sort of thing on my eyebrows, but this is for your lashes. Now, as you know, I have got pretty long, naturally pretty long lashes anyway, but I thought there's a few at the bottom that a little bit sparse or could do with getting longer. So I've been using it for a while and I thought, no, it's not making any difference. And then the other day I put some mascara on. I thought, actually, I think they might have grown a bit. The only problem is you can't really see my lashes very well because they're so fair. But I may do like a before and after on it. But if you're looking for something to thicken or lengthen or grow new lashes, I have to say, I think that's pretty good. And all you do is like a little liner, and you just paint it just a bit on your lashes. In fact, I'll put a bit on now. Just put them on there. Your lashes have to be completely dry with no oils or anything on them. You have to be careful what you put on your face beforehand with regards to cleanser. You can't do anything that's oil based. So I just put, I think it does say just to put some on the top there, but I tend, because then when you shut your eyes it mixes onto, it transfers onto the bottom, but I tend to do both. And it doesn't sting my eyes at all. And what I didn't realise, it's best to use it at night before you go to sleep, you know, like one of the last things you do, but sometimes I forget, so sometimes I put it on before anything else, and I've still been able to wear mascara over it, which I thought would not happen. So yeah, that's UK Lash. And then this is another brand that I'm working with, well, not working with yet. This company contacted me and said, would you like to try out a few of our products? So I said, send them to me. I'm not definitely confirming that I'm going to work with you. I prefer to have a go on something first before I then start talking to you about it, because I know in this video it seems like I'm showing a lot of different products, but I only really show you products that I like. If I don't like stuff, I'm not going to show you it. I used something recently from another company, another brand, and I thought it was rubbish, and they've contacted me and said, you know, when you're going to do my video, and I said, your product doesn't work. So, you know, I'm not too keen on putting my name to it, so I'm just waiting for them to get back to me again and say, why haven't you done a video? And I shall say, I'm not putting my name to something that I don't rate, and I'm certainly not going to show you and promote it on here to you when it's no good. So I've just started with these. So the company, I think, is pronounced Vitally Chai or Vitally Chi. And they do all sorts of different things, and they run a really big scheme where they're not like influencer schemes. It's like a sort of a commission-based thing. Let me just have a look and see what it says. Yeah, they run something where I can get some discount codes or something, but you join their sort of website and you can earn at least 10% commission if people, I think, use your code to buy stuff. So that's not just me as, well, I don't really like to call myself an influencer because my channel's not very big, but yeah, as an influencer you can get product codes, but you can actually do that yourselves as well. You could sign up, and then if any of your friends buy stuff, you get a 10% commission. So yeah, I shall be reviewing these in more depth on another video. But to start with, we've got the is it genre? Anyway, I've gone for the anti-aging eye cream and face cream. So I've already got them on. I love it when you get a little pump action moisturiser, and quite a lot comes out. I will say with this, the eye cream I absolutely love. Already got that on. This is, I'm trying to find a replacement for my favourite Clinique moisturiser, so this is why I'm trying so many different ones. And I have been using this for a few days, and I can say I do like it. What I was quite keen on, I have started getting a little bit of a, is that a sunspot you might call it, sun mark, and this, as well as being suitable for dry, mature, aging skin, which is me all over, pigmentation, broken capillaries, get a few of those around the sides of my nose, fine lines and wrinkles. So that for me is everything in a little bottle, exactly what my skin type is. So yeah, really liking using that. Right, okay, so that's the skincare on the face done. What is next? So then on my skin, I'm going to pop a bit of this just over my nose and down the sides of my nose. I've noticed as I'm getting older, I've never really had open pores, but that skin around there isn't as nice. So I like to put a little bit of this on it. It almost acts as a little bit of a blurrer or a film, and makes quite a nice base for your makeup to go on the top of. It's only sort of skin colour, nude. So this one is the Porefessional Pore Primer in, I think this one's for combination skin. They do a few. They've got one that's sort of got a bit of a highlighter in it, a new one. There's 3 different types apparently now. But yeah, just pop a bit of that on there. And what I like about this as well, this just almost mattifies your skin. So whereas I'm saying that facial moisturiser is a little bit greasier, this stops that and it stops the shine. So those two, that moisturiser and this, is a really good combination for me. But yeah, I just put some over there. It's really nice, it feels so soft, just as a little bit of a base before I put my face makeup on. So next up I'm going to put a little bit of BB, it's the Liqueura Bb Cream. This is very, very sheer, and I know not everybody likes it because it is very sheer, but I love it. It only comes in a couple of shades, I think light, medium, and then they've got like a summer glow one. I've given that to my mum because that was a little bit dark for me. But this I like because as well as giving you a bit of coverage makeup wise, it's also quite moisturising, so it just gives you another, if you've got quite dry skin or you just want a very natural sort of look or feel, I do like that this gives you a bit of extra moisturiser onto your skin, a bit of extra moisture. So as you can see, it brushes into not a lot, but it just gives you a very, very natural sort of cover without being too cakey or too much. So I think what I'm going to do whilst I'm still doing this, I'm going to talk to you about this. So this was the, hang on, let me just finish doing what I was doing. Don't know if I get sidetracked. And then I always just get a tissue and clean the old eyebrows once I've put some makeup on, just to make sure they are nice and makeup free before I put any product on them. So I did a full video on this a while back if you're interested. It's the Complete Skincare Edit with Superdrug and Nadine Baggett. She is a... In fact, I thought she was really well known, but when I've been speaking to people, nobody else has heard of her. So she's got her own YouTube channel and she writes a lot of beauty stuff and she's really good. I really do like her. I like watching her. She's so honest. Anyway, so she's done this skincare set with Superdrug. And these are supposed to be all of her sort of favourite bits from Superdrug. So in here you've got a few different things. You've got the Vitamin E Hot Cloth Cleanser. So that's the one I showed you when I was in the bath. And yeah, I really do like that. That's a very... is mild the right word? Gentle. A very gentle cleanser, but it gets rid of all the dirt off your face and doesn't dry at all. So I would be tempted to rebuy that. The bottle's actually massive, as you saw, and it's only a couple of pounds in Superdrug. So if you're looking for a nice cleanser, definitely recommend that one. Then you also get some Microsoft face cloths. They're in the bottom. Haven't used those yet, so I can't give a review on those. These are Retexturizing Pads. So they are the B Multi-Acid Retexturizing Pads, and they're saying to use those twice a week to exfoliate your skin. So I do like these actually, because I am getting a bit fussy with the old pads, but these have got a little bit of a texture on them. Most of them do have sort of little raised bumps, don't they, anyway? But I think they're saying only to use them twice a week because they are quite strong. You can feel when you use them on your face. They're certainly not gentle. They're not gentle like that other product. So these exfoliate and brighten your skin. Would I buy these again? Probably not. I think you can get similar sort of things on the market, but yeah, nice to try them out anyway. Right, then this Hydrating Serum, Simply Pure for sensitive skin. This was sort of like the moisturiser in the pack. No, I didn't think much of that. I was disappointed with that, I have to say. I don't know whether it's more of a sort of a serum. Let's have a quick read what it says. Oh, it says it on here. It is, yeah, it's more of a serum, so maybe a bit unfair of me to expect it to moisturise so much. So it says in here, Simply Pure Hydrating Serum. The secret to layering serums is to top everything with a milky hydrating serum loaded with glycerin. So that's the one that sort of moisturises. This one's fragrance free and has a lot of humectants and glides onto the skin to create the perfect makeup base. Use morning and night and throughout the day if needed. Yeah. No, I didn't think much of that at all. It was okay, but I needed a moisturiser as well. I also then probably used a primer on top as well, so for me it wasn't the perfect makeup base. Vitamin C, this is supposed to be a really good product. So this is the Vitamin C 10% booster. And she's saying she listed this as one of her all-time favourite budget Vitamin C serums on IGTV. Yeah, I don't know. A few other people, some other YouTubers that I've watched have used this and none of them rated it either. But I'm not quite sure. Vitamin C is supposed to be, well, it's really big at the moment, isn't it? Everybody seems to be using it. But so it's saying revives skin's complexions, smooths out imperfections and even skin tone. Super booster. Can't say I've missed not using it. Can't say it's made any difference. And then finally these two. Again, I'm not sure if these are all fads at the moment. I'd be really interested to hear your thoughts on any of these sort of products or similar products, if they actually do make any difference to your skin. This one is to refine, and it's a niacinamide and zinc booster. Helps to clarify and improve skin tone. And this one is moisturiser, hyaluronic booster, hydrates and plumps skin, softens and smooths. So they're like little pipettes. I think that one's quite a thick, whereas the other more liquidy. And again, I used these, didn't see any difference. I feel really let down by it. I don't know what I was expecting, but I just thought because she did a review on it as when it sort of hit the shops, and it just looked so good when she was talking about it. But no, I mean it's great for a budget kit, and if you're starting out in skincare, I definitely recommend giving it a go. But for me, the only one I would rebuy out of there is that one. So yeah, a bit disappointing, I'm afraid. Right, so let's start on this little face. So I bought a new product, new eyebrow product. It was to replace one of my new favourites, a Revolution one. I hate it when you find a product and then you go back to the shop and they stop doing it or they rebrand it. So I'm just hoping this is a rebranded version. It's slightly different, so it's a very creamy eyebrow product, but I'm not sure if I had light brown in that, and this one I've gone for warm brown. They didn't have light brown. It was from Boots. They had 20% off, so it should have been £6, and I think it was $4.80 or something like that. So I'm just going to do my brows with that. I've just cleaned them, as you've seen. To start with, I'll always just brush my eyebrows up, just to give them a bit more of a fluffy look. It's got a bit of like chalky residue on it because it's new, so it's like a creamy, it's lovely eyebrow pencil thing. And then on the other end it's got sort of a smudger. The other one that I've got had a brush, so they've changed it to the smudger. That's what confused me a bit, and the packaging's a bit nicer. So what I'm going to do, just got this. I know a lot of people don't like doing brows on YouTube, but it doesn't bother me. The only problem is I'm not really looking at you while I'm doing it. So what I tend to do, I'll show you and then I'll go to one side because I need to do it and concentrate. As you can see, my brows are very sparse. They have actually grown a bit recently. I've been using castor oil. Apparently that was supposed to be very good for your brows. I've used the whole bottle over, I would say, probably 2 months, just a little bit each night. Have I noticed any difference? No, I've not. So again, is that another myth? I would be interested to hear what you say if you've tried that. But if you do know any products that will thicken these brows, let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, I dyed them in the week, so it does obviously make them a bit darker, but they're very patchy, so I need to sort them out. So what I tend to do, my sister-in-law is a, I suppose you'd say a beautician, and she said to me about sort of, I think what I've been doing my brows too long for my face, so I'm doing them a bit shorter now. And she said about giving them a bit more shape at the top and then about sort of filling them in there. So what I do, I get this pencil and I'll do a bit of an outline. So here, I shall zoom you in a little bit. I'm going to do just a very faint line there. And then at the top, I shall just take it up a little bit. Not far, not too much, and not bring it out too far. So it's just sort of sketching a shape of your brow. I'm still not sure if this is the right colour for me. It looks quite dark there. But can you see I've just sort of done a little outline, and then what I'll do is just gently fill that in. And then at the front of my brow I sort of draw a straight bit up there. So just sort of to define a shape, I suppose you'd call it. And then I will blend this in a minute. Just going to go to one side and fill those in. Right, let's just blend those in a bit. That looks better. Right, that will do very nicely. Okay, and then what I will do now is I love using a brow mascara. Quite new to using these. So this one is from Essence. My favourite one is the Benefit one, but it's about 20 something pounds. So on a budget day, this one's not bad. It was clear, but obviously the product transfers off your brow into the bottle. So it's Essence Lash and Brow Gel Mascara. You just brush it through your brows and it helps to set them in place. And it just defines them a little bit. I've suddenly remembered the word I was thinking about earlier. It's called affiliate links. Right, next up is eyeliner. And I'm thinking I might try a little bit of, not a wing. Yeah, maybe a wing. I'm not used to using liquid eyeliner. But this, what colour is it? I'm hoping it's sort of a grey. Yeah, it is. So this is the L'Oreal Perfect Slim eyeliner, or super liner, and it's in grey, which I've just said. So let's see. Right, I'm definitely going to have to go off to the side to try and do this because I'm not used to using it. Oh no, look what I've just done. It's gone in my eyebrow. Oh no. No, I don't like that at all. I don't like how that's working. That looks rubbish. I think an actual liquid eyeliner is easier to apply. This is dragging a little bit on my eyes and making an absolute mess. Right, bit of mascara next. Absolutely love this. Bobbi Brown Smoky Eye Mascara. Just in the middle of doing a video reviewing high-end mascaras. I did say I'd do that a while ago, so I have started it. I absolutely love this. It's one of my favourites. This is just a sample size. So let's just pop a bit of that on. And you'll see what I mean about my lashes growing a little bit with the use of that lash serum that I just showed you earlier. I mean, I think this mascara does create fantastic lashes anyway, and you'll see on the review video that I do how it works. Well, it's just fantastic stuff. But I think, I mean, a lot of mascaras are supposed to lengthen your lashes anyway, or some of them create the illusion of more lashes. I think this is one of those. But look how long those lashes are. Right, that's that done. Look at the length of those lashes. I'm absolutely blown away by those. I don't tend to wear false lashes. And with lashes like this, I don't think I really need to. So yeah, that, if you are in the market for a nice mascara, maybe as a gift, because I think it is about £25 full size, I would definitely recommend that one. I love it. And then what I'm going to do, just to brighten the corners of my eyes, I'm going to put a bit of this. So it's just from Poundland, and it's sort of a nudie pinky colour, and it's an eyeshadow stick. A lot of people use just a white one, but I like pink because it's not quite as harsh. So I'm just going to stick a little bit of that in the corners. Just to sort of brighten that up a little bit. And I'm going to just put a tiny little bit at the top there where you might put highlighter. Just blend that in a little bit with my finger, just a very, very small amount, just to brighten and widen my eyes a bit, open them up a bit. Only very subtle, but makes a nice little bit of difference. Makes my eyes look really blue. Right, so I'm going to just put a little bit of powder on my face. Just wanted to show you this gadget. Look at this beauty. I bought this a couple of weeks ago from TK Maxx. Isn't that absolutely fabulous? It was £12.99, so not overly cheap, but it just holds everything that I need, and I have it on my dressing table. So it's got all my makeup brushes in. Well, not all of them, but the ones I use the most. And then comb, a couple of sponges. Yeah, really like that. Next up, I'm going to put a bit of the powder on. This is the one I use from, it's just from Primark. So I've got quite a mixture of budget and high-end products in this one. This is in the colour Ivory. It's only £2 and it's a foundation pressed powder. Just got a little Real Techniques brush there, and I just pick a bit of that up and just sweep it a little bit under my eyes and a bit just over my nose to stop any shine. They're sort of the areas I get a bit of shine in. But again, not going to use too much today because I want to keep it quite natural. And I have to be very careful with powder around here. So I used to use pressed powder instead of a liquid foundation, and I noticed on photographs that my skin was looking really old. And I realised it was the pressed powder getting stuck in the creases and just making them look worse. So now I tend to make sure there's no product in those because it makes them look a bit deeper. And around my mouth as well. So just a little tip for you if your lines are looking a little bit too defined. Just be careful what products you've got inside them. And then next up I'm going to do a little bit of bronze and highlight. This was a bit of a luxury item. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow. And this is in the fair to medium. I absolutely love this. It's bronzer and a bit of highlighter. It's quite, it's not got any shimmer in it, the bronzer, and because it's a bit of a lighter one, it's great for me in the winter because it's not too dark and it just adds a little bit of natural colour. Well, not natural because it's clearly not natural, but a bit of colour without being too dark. So I tend, with bronzer, you're supposed to do a 3, but because I've got a sharp jawline, I don't want to define that anymore. And I don't tend to put too much on my forehead because I've got a fringe. But if you haven't and you want to create a slightly slimmer look to your face, you're supposed to put some down there, across there. So just like a 3. Just put a bit on my neck to blend it in. There's nothing worse than having a made up face and then your neck doesn't match. So many people do that. I don't understand it. I know some people like to change the colour of the face a bit, which is fine, but make sure your neck matches if you're showing it off. So the brush I use for that is an Eco Tools. Love these. Eco Tools, actually, I recently saw in Boots. They're doing ones where you just buy a handle and you can swap the tops, which I think is a really good idea because it means you only need, if you're a bit pushed for space, just have one handle and a load of different tops. They're not too expensive either. And then a fan brush. This is an e.l.f. fan brush. Just a little bit. Because I've already got some on the inner corners over there as well. I don't put any on my nose because I don't want to highlight that to make it any larger. I do need to learn how to contour my nose because it's quite wide there. And it is big. I appreciate it is quite large, and I suppose because my face used to be a lot chubbier, but as I'm getting older, it's going, sorry, I shouldn't say chubby, my face used to be fuller, but as I'm getting older, it's going a little bit, and my nose hasn't shrunk to go with it, so I need to work out to make it look a little bit less prominent. Again, be careful if you're a bit older, you've got older skin. Just be careful not to catch any lines around your eyes with that, because it will accentuate it. Bit of blusher next. I'm using this Angel Dust is the colour, Candy Blush by W7. This is nice because it's sort of a peachy pink. And this brush I absolutely love. It's like an angled brush, and it was from the pound shop, from Poundland. I need to get another one because it's starting to splay out a bit, but I was struggling to find a blusher brush that either was too, a lot of them are big, aren't they? And I only wanted something quite small. And this does the job very well of just being able to apply a nice smidge of colour. So I've started doing the blusher a little bit bigger. They're sort of saying the trend at the moment is to put blusher, well, like highlighter used to be, where the sun hits. They're saying the same, that where you would get a bit pink from the sun, to sort of do the same with blusher now. So a lot of people are saying to put it on your nose, you know, sort of straight across the face. But I'm not quite sure if I'm ready for the nose, but I don't mind doing it a bit bigger on the cheeks. I do like a bit of blusher. I think it brings you to life. I mean, look, I know it's only subtle, but the change in that in my face, I've gone from being a bit pale and having no colour to just having a pop. And then what I like to do, you could do this with a brush, but I prefer to do it with a tissue because it takes a little bit of product back off. I just, again, make sure there's nothing caught in those lines around there, and then just blend it in a little bit in the hairline and up my cheek, just very softly, just to and if you put too much product on, that's a good way to get it off as well. So that's my makeup done. I'm now going to do my hair. I'm going to put a little bit of colour on my lips as well because they're looking a little bit blue. This is just quite a sheer one. This is really old. This was from Clinique, but I don't think they even sell it anymore. Not sure if there's any left, even any in it either. What's it called? Rose Water Pop. This just adds a little bit of colour, a little bit of shine. Just takes away that blue tone. Okay, hair next. Let's get these out. Look at that, smashing. And then I'm just going to pin my hair up. Somebody asked me if I could show how to do this actually. So it's when I pin it up with some of these. So I'm just going to show you how to do that very quickly. So I'll start by brushing my hair. This, I know I cover this a lot on my videos. This is my favourite. This brush, if you're going to invest in a brush, for me, has been absolutely fabulous. It's stopped me having so much breakage. You can use it wet or dry. It's the Tangle Teaser wet dry brush. Yeah, and you can wash it as well really easily. I think they're about £15, so they're quite an expensive brush, but it's not going to break or wear out. I can't believe how long it is. Look at this. So it's very, very easy, this hairstyle. So I like to get a bit back at the top. So I've got a little bit of a parting there. So you've got there. And then I'll brush that bit back there. You'll see why in a minute. And then neaten that up there. So easy, this hairstyle. So all you do is brush it as if you're doing a low ponytail. And then I'll just get a comb and neaten the sides out so there's no lumps and bumps. So let me try and do it sideways. So you just twist it. And depending on how long your hair is, depends how many times you need to twist it. So if you've only got short hair, you only do 1 or 2 twists. But for me, because mine's really long, I need to try and make it shorter, if you get what I mean. And by twisting it, it takes some of the length away. So you just do that and then you just twist it round. And you end up with a bit of a spiky bit on the top. And then I actually use 2 of these now because my hair's so long. So I put one at the top, and then, did you see it move? This is why I use 2, because it's not gripping it. And then I just put another one underneath, just to secure it in place and to stop any movement. And then what I'll do with this little bit on the top, just spike it out a bit. And then I just brush the hair the opposite way there, just so it's not as severe. And then just give them a fringe, a little comb. That's looking really nice. Now give it a trim. Bit of spray. Just using the Superdrug Extra Firm Hold. And that's it. It's just a quick and easy hairstyle. Very quick, very simple, easy to do. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Yeah, quite a lot of different products there. As I've mentioned throughout the video, I'll leave them all in the description box down below. Some are gifted, some are my own, bought with my own good money. But yeah, I really like to show you new products that I've found or new things that I'm trying. So let me know in the comments down below if you're interested in buying any of those, if you've used any of them. And as always, if you've got any recommendations of things for me to try out and use, or if there's anything you'd like me to review on here, any products you'd like me to review, pop those in the comments down below and have a little think about that. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed that type of video. Again, leave me a comment down below if you have. And maybe if you're not a subscriber, you might consider hitting the subscription button. And as I mentioned earlier, don't forget to check your alerts. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Give me a big thumbs up. Bye for now.